All right, so I've got these trailer D-rings that I purchased for my my duck hunting boat here. Um, we were replacing the floor in the middle of the boat with aluminum flooring, and I'll show you in a little bit how we placed that in here. It was pretty easy because we were replacing the floor, so we had the new piece of metal out, but this is the piece that goes underneath, and then it just sits in there. Um, and getting it installed was really easy. Um, Essentially, I just traced the circle. I measured where I needed to place the plate on the floor, measured the center, drew my circle, and we cut it out with a plasma cutter. And then just make sure all your measurements are right, because or maybe if you can cut the hole uh, a little bit bigger, so make your trace and then maybe cut on the outside edge of it, because there's these two there's this bolt right here and the nut that it fits really snug into here, but with ours we had to kind of finagle it and kind of cut it out a little bit more just so that this would fit through the metal floor. And then just do your best, obviously, to make sure that the holes you cut or drill for here are where they need to be, so that the bolts go through. Um, the bolts are a little long, so depending on what your trailer is or where you're putting it, you may have to cut them down. We cut the bolts down on ours because it was, and I'll show that in a little bit too, but there's the floor, and then the ribbing of the boat underneath, and then the bottom of the boat. And if we kept them as long, it would have hit the bottom of the boat. So we just cut them down a little bit, and that wasn't an issue. Um, but let me show you what it looks like on the boat floor and how you can do it. We were able to install this on metal, but I saw in the listing you can also put it on like a flatbed, like wood trailer. So whatever you can cut out and place it into, you can do so. And like, this is super solid, and I'm really excited for this because we needed these to tighten down our motor, because it's a long tail motor. So the motor is sitting like inside the boat and has to be tied down. So I'm really excited about these because it is recessed, and we're walking around the floor of the boat, and I didn't want anything we could trip on. So it flips up easy. So let me show you what that's going to look like right now. Okay, so you can see here that we put two D-rings. There's that one over there, one right here, and it installed really great on this boat floor. But you can see we needed to tie down that. We just cut out our hole in the middle there, and then the backing plate is just underneath, like I showed. But so far, we're really excited about these. It's really solid. Metal doesn't seem flimsy at all. And it's holding down the motor really well when I transported it already. So I would definitely recommend these.